Welcome, folks. Welcome to my corner of YouTube. This is my channel, Divine Hippie 2222. My name is Stephanie, and today I'm doing the general reading for the collective of fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So, all right, let's get started. Let's see what's going on. So, present energy fire signs. We have the Star. This has been coming out all week. There's a lot of healing going on. Air signs, earth signs, fire signs. So this is beautiful. This is understanding that God has a plan for us and really being in a balanced place, in a beautiful place, and ready to let go of the past because of that. So, but we'll get into the message. So future energy fire signs. We have Justice. Okay, so let's clarify. Present energy with the Star. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Seven of Pumpkins, which are pentacles in my Halloween deck. And then, to clarify, Justice in our future energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Wands, the Three of Imps. So, all right, let's get into the message, okay? Okay, so present energy fire signs. The Star is an indication of feeling very serene and in tune with the universe at this time. It's an indication of a spiritual connection. It's a positive omen. And it's a period of calm and stability in our lives presently. Having a renewed sense of ourself, the world around us. We're full of calm, well-balanced energy, and we're open to healing the wounds of the past. Whatever mental, physical, or spiritual issues we were experiencing, they're now behind us, and we're ready to embrace what the future holds. We trust that God and the universe has a plan for us, and we trust that everything is going to be okay. This is an indication of confidence in ourselves, and people will like us for who we are with this card in our reading. So, folks, wonderful energy presently. Why is this wonderful energy here? That's what the clarifiers are getting into. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles. We're in this amazing place because it is another good omen. So two good omens, fire signs, saying that the tough times are coming to an end. We struggled through the hard times, and we know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's an indication of improving illnesses and being in a positive place. Again, a reiteration of feeling stable and secure. And it's finding forgiveness for anyone who caused us issues in the past and being focused on the future. Ready to move forward towards the future. Being focused on the future by letting go of toxic people, places, things, mindsets, behaviors, habits, things of that nature. Anything that is not the best choice for us and our environments. So that's amazing. So finding forgiveness, understanding that we are persevering through these lessons and that the blessings are about to come in. Lesson aspect of the card. Blessing aspect of the card. Seeing the light. Okay. So now the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh! Your hard work is going to pay off. Being in a serene place, understanding the universe has a plan for us, that God knows what it is he's doing, and that we are ready to move forward through forgiveness and through shedding that what doesn't serve our highest and greatest good. Expect results from your fruitions. Success is just around the corner for your perseverance. Whatever you've been putting your energy into, you will soon reap the rewards. Maybe you're at a crossroads in terms of which direction to take, or needing to take stock of things to make a decision. That's why I say it's like taking inventory, right? We need to see where we are and what we have before we know where we need to make adjustments. Manifesting ideas, ambitions, or goals. So now is a great time to focus on what you want to achieve to make it happen. So this is a card of harvesting, cultivating, growing, to plant, planning, patience, and finishing what you've started. So, presently, fire signs, you're in this very good place because you have persevered through the lessons, through the tough times. And now the card is flipping. So the blessings are coming in from these less than desirable scenarios that we have experienced, okay? And this is making adjustments. We are releasing anything that may have been keeping us in the upright position of this lesson aspect of the card. So letting go of negativity, letting go of people, places, things, habits, thoughts, words, whatever, what have you, okay? That's what we are letting go of. And we're identifying those things so that they can be released. And because of that, we are putting in our work, we are putting in our time and our effort towards achieving our goals, our dreams, and our desires, and what it is we're manifesting. Whether you are intentionally manifesting something or you're just working towards an aspiration or a goal. The energy that we put in and the communication we give to God and the universe creates a manifestation, whether we are consciously aware of that or not. So, manifesting, harvesting, cultivating. We're about to pick all those pentacles off of the vine, all the pumpkins off of the vine. So, fire signs. This is beautiful because presently we understand. We understand. We know God has a plan for us. We know the universe has a plan for us. And we are, again, it's a good omen. I know this doesn't look like a good omen, but these are two good omen cards. And this one doesn't specifically say good omen, but this is positive energy. So we are at this amazing place where we're like, past. Done. Moving forward. Focusing on achieving our goals and our dreams and our aspirations and our desires. Ooh. Fire signs. Yay. Okay. So, future energy fire signs. We have Justice. Okay. Karmic justice. Legal matters. Cause and effect. All actions have consequences. So what karmic lessons should we be learning in our future, okay? So we're in a good place presently. That means in our future, there will be a scenario, another lesson that God is sending us, okay? So what should we be learning from our present situation? What lessons did we learn from feeling left out in the cold? Okay? So that way we can move forward. We're letting all of this go, right? So we want to continue moving forward. We want to continue being in this amazing place and this amazing energy so that we can reap the rewards of all the hard work we've put in. It signifies matters being, okay, it says signifies legal matters, but legal or outside of the legal aspect. It signifies matters being resolved in a fair and balanced manner. It's a favorable omen for a legal dispute, okay? We may find ourselves compelled to speak the truth, and that more than ever, we value honesty and integrity in others as well as ourselves. We're in this very good place. We want to continue and move that forward into our future. So, it relates to balance. Circumstances may arise to throw us off balance. Now, these may or may not be beyond our control or of our own making. So we must try to keep ourselves on an even keel as the events unfold. It indicates there's a choice to make when it appears. So weigh up all options to balance the scales. Okay, so matters being resolved in a fair and balanced manner. As long as we are upholding our integrity, our morals, following our guidance, speaking the truth when necessary. Okay? So speaking the truth on when necessary, speaking the truth. Seriously. That is how this will be resolved in a fair and balanced manner. Because we've been through these lessons. So it's like, bear with me, fire signs. It's like the lessons we went through are to test us for our future. To see if we really value and uphold these actions, thoughts, habits, things of that nature, right? Because we're letting go of things that no longer serve our highest and greatest good. And that's why the card is flipping to the reverse. So, all we have to do is continue behaving in a fair, upstanding, moral manner. And things are going to work out just fine. We won't have any worries. They will be resolved in a fair and balanced manner. So if we are in a legal dispute, I'm not in a legal dispute, but if there is a legal dispute, it will be resolved as long as you dot your I's, cross your T's, and your behavior is above par. Above par. In reverse, it is we didn't dot our I's, we didn't cross our T's, and we were not behaving above par. So that's what this card is warning us. Ensure that we are dotting our I's, crossing our T's, and behaving in a respectful and upstanding manner in our future. It's like that's what we were learning, that's what we were experiencing from this. That's what I'm getting. Karmic issues, karmic justice. It's represented by Libra, which is an indication of balance, just like the scales there. If circumstances arise to attempt to throw us off of balance, we're in a very good place, fire signs. We know how to get back to this balanced place. That's beautiful. You're learning. You're growing. You're maturing even more so. That's amazing. You should be very proud of yourself. So much so that the universe, that God believes you're ready for a new set of tests, a new set of lessons, a whole new level of lessons. And you are ready for it. That's why they're here. And another reason I say that, the clarifying cards, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, new beginnings, and seeing clearly. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles. A good omen. A good omen. A good omen. And in our future, a good omen. Starting something new, which will be very positive for you. Feeling very optimistic, feelings of positivity, inspiration, and new and exciting energy. Abundance in all areas of our life, along with security and stability. Security and stability. Security and stability. Boom, fire signs. Boom. Yay. You are ready to make your dreams a reality. An advancement of the Seven of Pentacles. Making them a reality. Plucking the pentacles off of your vine. Plucking the pumpkins off of your vine. Your time is coming for you to manifest your goals, achieve your dreams, and realize your potential. You are ready for the stepping stones, a whole new set of lessons and stepping stones. You're ready. God is saying you're ready. He sees you. He sees the work you've put in. That's why you're being blessed with this amazing, wonderful energy. Because you are in a place of letting go of ego, letting go of pride, and seeing where our actions aided and assisted in us feeling left out in the cold. Now, we're not the only... Hold on. Time out. Let me find a better way to say that. We're only responsible for us. So, seeing that, and allowing those lower vibrational, less than our highest and greatest good choices to be gone. That's why the universe is blessing us and advancing us. Because you've made the adjustments. You are making adjustments, present energy. Because you know what it is that you want. You know what it is that you're working towards. That's beautiful. Because you have learned these lessons. The universe, God, is providing us with a new level of lessons. A new level of stepping stones. Don't worry about it. Good omens everywhere, fire signs. This is beautiful. You got this. Dot your I's. Cross your T's. Ensure your behavior is above par. You know. You understand. You comprehend your morals, your ethics, your integrity. You know the choices needed to be made regarding scenarios. So when a new scenario comes in, take a moment to pause. Think about it. I've been here before. It was a different scenario, though. Maybe different people, different circumstances. You've already been taught which choices to make and how to behave. That's what this was all about. You are ready for the challenge for the new stepping stones. Now, Three of Wands. Represents freedom, adventure, travel, moving, maybe moving abroad. Maybe moving states, maybe moving cities, possibly foreign lands. I say maybe a different city you're not familiar with, right? It can indicate hard work paying off. Hard work paying off. All the things, all the energy you've been putting in to working on your dreams, your goals, and your desires. Hard work paying off. It can indicate success, being happy with your choices, karmic lessons, karmic cycles, new karmic tests, new lessons, new tests that God is sending us. Being happy with your choices or the outcome of your scenarios. This card signifies foresight, forward planning, moving forward, growth, and expansion. So your dreams and your goals and your visions are going to get even bigger. It's a card of self-confidence, self-belief. I know what to do. I know what to do. I've been through a scenario like this before. New costumes, new characters. If you look underneath the surface, same scenarios, same lessons, just dressed up differently. Spreading your wings and experiencing life. Fortune favors the brave. This is also an indication of holiday romances and long-distance relationships. So, fire signs. Presently, you're in this beautiful place. You know what you need to nourish yourself and your environment. and letting go of everything that is the opposite of our highest and greatest good. You're giving that to God. You're giving that to the universe. You're returning it back to the source. I don't need that anymore. So I'm giving it to the universe, literally to the earth, right? I did that one time. I went to one of my favorite spots and I took my cup of water and poured half of it on the ground and poured half of it in the water as a symbol of releasing things that no longer served my highest and greatest good, and as a symbol of giving my burdens to God. So maybe take a cup of water with you. Pour some on the ground, on grass, and then pour the other half into water. Because what we do physically is a representation of the energy that we receive. So you are making room for these beautiful omens to enter into your life, fire signs. You see clearly. You know this opportunity is coming. You know this exciting energy because you're being given the heads up, right? In this reading. You remember your lessons. You remember your blessings. And you know you have the confidence to make the best choices. You're going to be dotting your I's. You're going to be crossing your T's. And your behavior will be above par. I have every faith and every confidence in you, as well as myself. So this is beautiful, folks. Okay, so let's get to the cards at the bottom of the deck. The Hanged Man. So presently, well, overall energy for the reading. Maybe presently, you're in a scenario that you're not satisfied with, because I'm sure the Five of Pentacles is probably halfway. And then once it rotates, then things will start moving forward. We have the power to release ourselves from that scenario that we're not satisfied with. We can walk away from the situation and change our perspective on it. We may be unsure which direction to move forward in. So, step outside of the situation and take a look from a different angle. Give ourselves time to relax. Stop trying to control things and allow them to be. The correct course of action will become clear when the time is right. Okay? So, don't fret. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting the card is in the halfway position. It is turning from the upright, from the lessons. That's what I'm getting. Fortunately, my cards don't sit like this in the deck. So what I'm getting is the card is like this. And the reason I say that is because the Hanged Man. If we're finding a scenario we're unsatisfied with, well, that's possibly still feeling left out in the cold. And that is not quite yet coming out of the cold, right? So that's why I say maybe the card's like this. However, it's going to turn around, making adjustments, seeing what it is. So if we are unsure as to which choices to release, relax. We will see them when the time is right. I'm not a big headstand person or handstand person, but it talks about getting a different perspective. Maybe you're doing a handstand while you're thinking of it. I mean, maybe you're laying on your bed with your head hanging off the end of the bed, being upside down, if that makes sense. So you're laying on your bed in the opposite direction with your head at the foot of the bed and laying off the back, like hanging off the back. Maybe you are actually laying in bed with a leg crossed underneath one. And that will allow you to relax and remind us that we are not in control. God's in control. And when the time is right, He will show us the correct path, the correct direction to move forward in. So that's another reason I think this card is in the 90-degree position instead of the 180 completely, because we're pausing. There are adjustments to make. We will see them when the time is right. And then we will move forward towards achieving our goals and our dreams and our desires. Everything is in God's hands. And all things are possible with God. We just have to relax and allow them to be presently. We understand that God has a plan for us. And we know everything is going to work out. It's all going to be swoovy. That is swell and groovy put together. Swoovy. SWOOVY. I had to think about it for a second. Everything is going to work out. Okay, so the card at the bottom of the minor arcana. The Four of Ghosts. Letting go of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Okay, so Four of Cups in reverse. That's another reason I say here. That's an adjustment to look at into making. Letting go of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You are pulling yourself out of the rut you've been in. The scenario you're unhappy with. While your life may have previously felt stagnant, that's coming to an end. Reiteration, coming to an end, coming out of the cold. Good omen. Good omen. Good omen. And I just looked down, folks. Ace of Pentacles, again, was underneath the Four of Ghosts for the minor arcana. So this new beginning squared. This new, fresh, exciting energy squared. So don't force it. Don't rush it. Okay? We're leaving regrets, remorse, and wishful thinking in the past. And focusing on the present. Ready to move forward. Focusing on the present and moving forward in a positive direction. Seizing opportunities. New opportunities coming. with enthusiasm and focus. Enthusiasm, exciting, fresh, new energy. So right now, presently, fire signs, present energy, we are meant to pause. We are meant to reflect. We are meant to take zero action. Okay? You've realized that you've been detached from the world, maybe caught up in self-absorption, and now it's being replaced by self-awareness and a zest for life. Zest for life. Fresh, new, exciting energy. Forward thinking. Okay? Letting go. A reiteration of the Five of Pentacles. Letting go of patterns or people in our lives that are no longer serving our highest and greatest good. If we are engaging in these behaviors, we need to take responsibility for ourselves. We can only control ourselves and be responsible for ourselves. And stop expecting others to do everything for us. If we don't, it will be to our own detriment. So, our healing is in our hands, nobody else's. So if we're in a scenario where other individuals are involved, their healing is their responsibility. Our healing is our responsibility. I was in a scenario probably about 2 years ago, and I was frustrated with an individual because this individual, according to my perception, right, wasn't listening and making changes. And I finally realized, if they're not going to, then how am I going to adjust and adapt? Making adjustments. So I chose to start behaving differently because my perception, again, my perception was the other individual didn't want to listen, maybe didn't understand how to hear and listen. Point is, that is their responsibility. My responsibility is, okay, I'm communicating with individual A, and individual A is not responding in the manner I, keyword, I want them to. Self-absorption. So, what adjustments are we willing to make to move forward? To move forward. To get out of this energy and to get into this good omen energy. Taking a proactive approach to making things happen. So, even if we, fire signs, are doing what we need to do to heal in an environment where the healing may not be on everyone's mind, that's their responsibility. Our responsibility is us. What adjustments will we make? Literally, what adjustments will we make? Adjustments. Because we want this energy to flip. And it is. It is. But that's what I think. Because I know I was in that place where I was like, why aren't you fill in the blank? Why aren't you fill in the blank? I've been there. So, My choice that I made was to change my thoughts and change my behaviors and change my words regarding that scenario, regarding that connection, regarding that individual. I had the epiphany that my perception, I was not being valued, I was not being listened to, and I was not being heard, and I was not being respected. My perception, okay? So I chose to make different choices, understanding whether that was the truth or not, but there was some breakdown in communication. Okay? So, understanding that, what adjustments was I willing to make? So, I walked away from, why aren't you? Why aren't you? Why aren't you? I'm communicating, why aren't you? That's just wasted time and energy. It's a repetitive cycle, and it is putting the same old, and getting nowhere. The definition of insanity, doing the same things over and over again and getting the same results. So if we understand that our energy is going into a scenario where circumstances have yet to change, then what are we going to do to change the energy that we're putting into the scenario? Those are the choices. That's what I had to look at. That was my scenario. Those are the questions that I had to ask myself. Am I going to continue asking this individual, why aren't you? Why aren't you? I had to start asking myself, why aren't I changing? Why aren't I listening? Actions speak louder than words. So their actions were the opposite from the words that they spoke. So I saw that and I understood that. So what adjustments was I willing to make? That's what I had to look at. Questions. So stop asking the other individual these questions. That's what this is. That's what this is. What questions? How can we turn the question around on ourselves? Are we listening to the other individual? Are we, or individuals, are we truly seeing their actions? And are their actions matching their words? Okay, now that's just to honor and identify and acknowledge, okay? That is not to point the finger or to lay blame. That is for us, enlightenment for us. So if individual A through Z is not willing, if their actions are the opposite of their words, then what changes are we willing to make? That's what I'm getting, fire signs. What changes are you willing to make to turn this scenario around for you? That is why the pause is here. The energy is moving forward. It will move forward in God's time. God has put a pause, a timeout on us, fire signs, so that we can look at our own behavior and at our own choices. And how are we willing to make these adjustments? To allow for the card to completely flip, to finish the shift, to bring about these positive omens. So that is presently what we need to look forward to. How are we willing to change? What adjustments are we willing to make? Learning, growing, maturing. What are we willing to let go of? Why aren't you? Why aren't you? Why aren't I? Why aren't I understanding that they may not be at the same place that I am? And that's okay. It's not my job to point out others' room for adjustments. I'm looking for the best way to say it. So that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. We're in this place so we can look at ourselves. Our focus needs to switch from others to ourselves. And that is how the rest of this energy will shift. Self-absorption. Why aren't you? Why aren't you? That's like self-righteousness. I'm doing all of this. I know, I experienced it. That's why I'm saying this. At least that was my experience, okay? In all fairness, that was my perception. That was my experience, okay? So I had to change my mindset, as well as my words, as well as my actions, as well as my thoughts. So presently, we're in this pause for reflection so that we can move forward and achieve our goals and achieve our desires, to level up, to learn new lessons. But you've got this, fire signs, because learning these lessons presently will aid us in the future when this new level of lessons comes in. And you'll get it. You are going to be seeing things clearly and understanding the choices to make, and understanding when I don't know what to do, let's pause, because God will show me the correct course of action. Okay, so the Oracle card, Gabriel, Angel of Heralds. Okay. The guardian that stands beside the gateway between Angelarium and the rest of existence. Gabriel's lantern points into the seething darkness. Darkness. Its light breaks open the unknown and banishes doubt. There is certainty in this light. It fills us. This angel issues no command. Why aren't you? Nope. It doesn't need to, because you'll see, you'll understand, you'll comprehend. Shine, little light, shine. The impetus for action burns in you. In fact, you burn in it, fueling this light. Suddenly, you burst forth. Boom! The star. suddenly you burst forth, blazing the way, piercing the dark, leaving change in your wake. Leaving change in your wake. Positive energy, folks. There is light everywhere you tread. You are the light of Gabriel's lantern fire signs. The might of this angel does not command you. It aims you. God has a plan for us. God has a purpose for us. And we are on his path. The signs of Gabriel: a lantern, a mirror, a discovery. Discovery. Understanding that we are here in this paused place for a reason. A discovery that issuing commands doesn't work for us, does it? So why would we think it would work for other people? All right, fire signs. If you want to know more about this, if you want to know more about how to identify choices that are better to make for your scenario, my email address is below. I will provide you the time that it takes for the message to come out. So there's no time limit on my readings. My email address is below. I would love to assist you. I would be honored to assist you on your journey. Okay? I would be honored to assist in bringing in this amazing, positive, fabulous energy into your life. I'll see you folks next week. Bye.